Hi, my name is Vlad Docekal. I am working in RightShip since 2011, and before I was working as a junior officer, chief mate and captain, and I spent about 21 years at sea, including with my studies. I would like to tell you one story which I experienced about 20 years ago when I was sailing as a chief mate and captain on a specialized tonnage in the Gulf. That was a fleet of Panamax-size bulk carriers which were converted into the transloaders by putting on them 4 specialized cranes on the port side with eccentric crane jibs and conveyor system. Conveyor system was consisting of longitudinal conveyor and cross conveyor and boom conveyor, which was used for the discharging of the cargo to the shore facilities. In between those 3 conveyors there were always the hopper, the cargo was going in and then it was transferred to the cross or boom conveyor. We had quite a busy schedule in the Gulf because there was coming a lot of the vessels with the cargoes from Norway or from Brazil, and these transloading operations consist on lightering during double banking operations on the open sea, and then going into the shallow port in the Gulf and discharging the cargo which was transloaded. It was, as I mentioned, it was a very busy schedule with a lot of operations. We had extensive crew on board because we need a lot of crane drivers and payload drivers going in 2 shifts. And I remember that one night when this unfortunate incident happened, it was already second operations in the row, second vessel in the row, and one of the crew crane drivers, was climbing down from the crane and need to cross the running conveyor belt with the cargo. And instead of using usual safety bridge or safety catwalk across the conveyor belt, he just stepped on the conveyor belt directly to the cargo. He was taken with the conveyor belt and running towards the hopper from longitudinal conveyor to the cross conveyor. Luckily, this guy was spotted by one of the crane drivers, and because the crane drivers has direct radio contact to the cargo control room, he starts shouting that there is a person on the conveyor belt and ask for the immediate emergency stop. And in that moment, the duty officer who was supervising the transloading in the cargo control room, he pushed the emergency stop button and luckily managed to stop the conveyor with the guy about 20 meters before the cross conveyor hopper, which saved his life because otherwise he will be for 100% dead. After this unfortunate incident, Captain exercised his full duty based on the ISM code stipulation and exercises overriding authority and complete this discharging and went outside on the open sea, dropped the anchor and wait another 48 hours until the all crew properly rested. I need to emphasize that the later on investigation and root cause analysis proved that that guy who stepped on the conveyor belt was under the fatigue. He was tired and his mind was not properly present because he was after 6 months of continuous and repetitive operations of taking the cargo, lowering the cargo, taking the cargo, lowering the cargo, and he stepped by coincidence on the belt, and this happened. Captain immediately called the DPA as per the ISM code stipulation and inform him that he's going to stop all the operations for another 2 days or until the all crew will be properly rested. He did so, and after that the vessel continued with the operations. I was relieving captain and I joined the vessel after about 10 or 14 days, and I was in charge of introducing the preventive actions, and preventive measures. One of those preventive measures was that we have put additionally wire emergency brake, so it means that before it was only longitudinal wires on each side of the conveyor, which when you pull, it's automatically triggered the emergency stop. Now we put the cross belt, so it means that even the person who was traveling the belt can pull the wire and stop it immediately. So that was extra measure. Company issued the fleet safety circular, which was disseminated across all the fleet with belt arrangements on board, and since then there was no similar incident occurring in the fleet. But the importance of the proper management and monitoring of the rest hours and fatigue on board is of the utmost importance.